road. Hey, and we're live, dude. Almost cool guys
driving.
And we're driving on the road. Almost cool guys on the go. We're gonna go help lift some heavy stuff, and elderly people needing these gains to help.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So that's what we're kind of on the road right now. We're just gonna keep you guys posted on what we're doing. We are still alive, not dead. Just
we're never dead.
Never dead.
We're just responsible.
Planning, getting stuff done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that's the way it's like responsible.
This guy's got a kid on the way.
Shut up! God damn it.
Let all the single women know he's snatched.
Yeah, pretty much it's over. Actually, no. I get to be incorporated into that doof / I get to also utilize the dad strength on the skill tree. Yep. As far as like when I go
Dude,
get that
Is
motivation.
no joke. Somehow I've gotten stronger just off of being a dad.
Like the best example I can give is the scene in Lion King where he saves Simba. Where Mufasa saves Simba from all the wildebeest. Like that's boom.
That was only dad's strength.
That was just fire.
Because once he saved Simba, that did not work out. It didn't work out the second time.
Hey, that's all I had left. I utilized everything I could. So that's like, or there's another video that's I've seen on ridiculousness where there's a dude, he's like walking, and out of nowhere a random kid on like a runaway go-kart just appears on the scene, and he snatches the kid out of the go-kart, and the go-kart like crashes into some wall or some shit. Madness.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see what I can do with that.
So, dude, man, what do you think? Avengers Endgame, man.
I like how they have the future in mind, literally, figuratively, but like they're still looking to make more movies and still make more money. That's the most important part.
Always.
I mean, there's not much you can really say. I like that they put Captain Marvel. They like, oh yeah, no, she's strong, but she still got pretty bodied. I did like, I got a boner off of fucking that girl power moment.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Where they all just stand true together, and she's like, oh no, she's not alone. Like, oh, cool. And then watch us get bodied.
Really, as cool of a moment as that was, cool, whatever, it really only required Scarlet Witch and just Captain Marvel.
Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel.
You know what I liked? I did like when Scarlet Witch got a little fight with Thanos, because
she was like fucking him up.
See, like, I think Marvel kept advertising Captain Marvel as the stronger. Yeah. But see, in comics, Scarlet Witch is like one of
rip your head off.
Yeah, like
we'll rip your fucking head off.
Even he realized that's why he's like, just fucking rain the brain.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, send the missiles, because I'm doomed right here.
This is the end for me.
This is gonna be over now.
But sir, we have our troops. It doesn't matter. I'm dead either way.
I'm fucked now. You don't get it. I'm doomed now.
I like the look when he's got the sword on her, and like he thinks he's like really winning, and then she kind of gives him that quick smirk. Of,
yeah.
Like, I had you thinking uppercuts.
Yeah. No, that was a cool scene. That was a great scene. Dude,
he took everything from her. What do you think was gonna?
Like, that's pure fury. That's all I have left.
He's like, woman, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, pretty much. You will. Like, that's your mistake.
And he did, because he was really about to. He was like, oh.
He's
shit.
like, dude, send the cannons.
Send the fucking.
Send the bigger cannons we have. Fire them.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. They at least acknowledge, because they've been hyping Captain Marvel so much. They at least acknowledge, like, yo, Scarlet Witch, you actually could kill Thanos. Like, that's very
by yourself. I mean, she changed the universal population of mutants just by uttering a few words.
She did, huh?
Yeah, dude. I think the House of M is entirely based around her just saying no more mutants, and then like 89% of the global population.
I think it always dabbles between her and Franklin Richards as like the.
It's just ultra powerful, multi-dimensional.
Like, don't make those. Don't make them.
Yeah,
mad.
Just what do you need? You're just a god that's walking amongst humans.
Yeah.
You're like terrifying.
Thanos was not ready for that.
Thanos was very ill prepared.
Yeah, no, but that was kind of cool. Captain rocking Mjolnir. I can't even remember.
Yes, that was when the hype train for me officially started. That was when I was smashing my knuckles, getting real hyped. And I was just like, oh, dude, shield and hammer.
You're like, yeah, that's the shield, the hammer, and America's ass.
America's ass all in one.
Oh man, you don't get those kind of triple duos.
Nah, dude, that's it. Again, they use Dragon Ball Z time travel rules, which gets a little weird.
Let that be known, people, that Dragon Ball Z actually started that first. It was not.
It was Trunks. You want to play a really great game that really epitomizes that timeline, I highly recommend Shin Budokai on the PSP.
Another road.
Yeah, Trunks, Another Road.
That was
primo game. It's a primo game.
It is a primo game. Honestly, that was actually a nicely packed story in a little PSP game.
Yeah, I remember playing that, watching softball games, and I'll leave it like that.
That is pretty funny. But no, I think one of the cool topics we're talking about is just like that whole systematic thing of just like how people are just programmed. Like,
oh yeah, we were just talking about how traffic is here where we live, at least. In the mornings, it's a pain in the ass going to the north side and the east side, and then later in the afternoon when people are getting off of work, it's a pain in the ass coming from going to the south side and the west side where all the poor people live. And it just reminded me about a book. It's called The Jungle. I highly recommend reading it. It's a big, insightful read. There's a scene in where this kid gets frostbite so bad that his ears fall off, and you chuckle, but it's a hard read. It's a hard read because like they break off in front of like 2 7 and 8 year old kids.
Oh,
so they like watch this dude's ears fall off this guy's head, and they get freaked out and they don't want to go to work, and they're like, motherfucker, we need the money, your ass needs to go to work. So they have to beat these 8-year-old kids to go work in a meat factory. It's dense, it's scary, it's a heavy read. But it really just shows on how like this entire societal system is just based on like a foundry, and it's based on these big industrial complexes, the factory workers, and it, like just moving population, and it needs to work by the clock or all like every system fails. That's what I don't like. I don't like when something needs to be absolutely perfect for it to work. Like where it can't work on 80%. Like where if something goes down, it can't.
You know what? You're just thinking about like some arguments that Ben Shapiro had made. It's at some point there does become a line. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There becomes a split line between what's cultural, what becomes cultural now. Now it's a cultural thing rather than like really an obligatory thing.
Like you're trained to think that way.
Yeah, like at that point, now you're just you're running this way because you're not telling the next generation to be that way.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking about it.
You can work from home now. You can.
There's a lot of things you can do, and like I just think stuff like entrepreneurship doesn't get pushed enough. That's what I think holds it back.
Like in school.
Yeah.
Well, nah, man. No. The Rothschilds own the schools.
Oh, of course.
How are they going to teach that? It's bad for business.
I know, but like, I was just thinking about, because I took a fair housing class the other day.
A fair housing class?
Yeah, just so I can't discriminate, obviously.
All right.
And one of the maps they show is like of Chicago and I think for our city, Chicago, and some other big city. And they're talking about these cities, including ours in Tucson, is that segregation still kind of exists in its own way, because they were showing like the blue was like representing white people, I think orange was representing like black people, and so on and so forth, and how like they're all like to one place. And cool, I get that, like in a way it's I think that segregation is no longer because of the law, which it isn't. It's of a cultural thing, because now like so many people don't feel comfortable moving out, and that's kind of on them. Like if you want to diverse more into the rest of the part of your city, that's on you if you want to take that action. Like how many people like on the south side of our city don't ever want to fucking leave that place? Like, yeah, like I stayed there because at that point it was a lot more ethical for not ethical, no one knows that word. Efficient. It was more efficient. I knew it was an E word. I knew it was more efficient just because of where my parents were located for watching the kids and like all the traveling I did for work. But like I was looking on the east side of town, I was looking on the north side of town because I could. Yeah. Like I had no thoughts of when I was buying a house like, oh, I need to be on the south side because of this. Because my familia. Like it just became efficient. But that's because my parents fell into that cultural stigma and they chose to live where the rest of Hispanics live. Right. You know?
That comes with its own fucking nest.
And I think that's the thing with gangs. It's like they don't know any other life things, so they just resort to what they just know. That's a cultural issue, not a like.
It's true.
Social.
It's a consciousness issue.
Yeah.
It's a self-awareness. It's an individual self-awareness that that can be amassed as a whole. If a group of self-aware people are together, you get, it increases. It increases.
Oh yeah,
it increases.
that's the thing. That's the thing. It's just like humans always work off of groups, so it's like if one person's doing it, it feels comfortable to do it because they
join
did it.
to join with it. Yeah.
No one likes that. No one likes to do anything alone. It's scary. I mean, I agree. I think any decision I've ever done alone is scary as shit. But I think to myself, if I didn't make that decision,
nothing would have happened. Those are the times you got to take a step off the cliff. So that's fucking. It's go time. Whether this works or not, we got to make a decision here.
I agree.
Because not making a decision is an even worse decision.
That's even worse. Like, I think to us, it's like, okay, I'm not rich, so I'm not spouting like I'm a rich guy, but I made myself have the option by working hard to get that. And again, I grew up on a poor side of town. I grew up where gangs were walking down the streets. Like, it's never easy, but at the same time, you have to take that step to say,
I gotta make a difference. I need to make sure I'm staying in school, make sure you study, make sure you have an eye out for yourself and improving your current situation so that you and future you are in a better position.
You literally can't help anyone else unless you help yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't pour from an empty cup. Like, how can you fucking help someone else if you put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help others? Like, that's the first move.
If you fall unconscious, then
you can't help shit.
Then you're 2 people down instead of 1.
Yeah, now it's all useless.
I think people forget that. I think a lot of times, like, Big Brother likes to push out, always do your part to help others.
Right.
And you do get stuck helping others and forgetting about yourself.
Yeah. I think it just comes from like a cultivation of a, I don't know, like a hollow person, a hollow individual that's, for the most part, always just trying to hold up this facade that's trying to please everybody around them and try to make everybody happy because that's the only way that they feel they'll be happy. Rather than, fuck you, I'm about me. It's up to you whether you're happy.
Exactly. And I think, look at us. I mean, our channel really hasn't taken off where we want it, but look, we're still doing this shit.
Still doing it. It's fun. I like it. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for me. And again, it comes to that being able to make that step alone, being able to make that choice by yourself, and just going with it.
Because I mean, there's competitions all over the place, and it's easy to just say, "Oh, what's the point?"
Yeah, why? There's always someone better. There's always someone younger. There's always someone faster. I dealt with that with wrestling. I dealt with that with powerlifting. Like, it's something you deal with, but it's something that you can't just let it be what stops you from doing anything.
You go out on your own terms.
Yeah, you go out on your own terms, like Willem Dafoe and John Wick. Like, it's the fucking best way to do it.
God, dude, I forgot about that.
Dude, of all the death scenes, Willem Dafoe's death scene is like one of my favorites.
It's a great scene.
It's a great fucking scene. He went out on his own terms. That's the only way to do it. That's the only way to do it. Like, I fucking went out and I'm like a mother. You'll still tell stories about me, bruh. I fucking well, you may not.
He was amongst the ranks. I think.
Oh, dude, he was up there. Yeah, he was a legend.
I mean, he was the only person that they even bothered to ask to kill John Wick.
So yeah, they're like, hey man, I'll come to you first.
He was probably the only person capable of killing John Wick.
Maybe.
But he understood the situation and he liked John Wick, so he's like, I'm not gonna kill John Wick.
This is weird. Like, why are you guys doing this to me?
I mean, think about it. No one else has yet been able to kill John Wick, so he probably was that one person. But we'll never know. Yeah. We'll never know.
Shit. Shit. That's a fucking scene right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh wow. We should make this video like 15 minutes and cut it and add some like driving minute and like cut it up. Classic. But yeah, no, I think that was a great part.
Speaking of, we're gonna watch John Wick, right? Now we
John Wick 3.
Yeah, we gotta go do that.
John Wick 3. I wanna watch that. I wanna watch Godzilla. I can't wait for
When is Godzilla coming out?
Apparently like 3 weeks. I hope they open up a MonsterVerse.
They did. What do you think he's fighting King Kong?
I know, but I want like a mega MonsterVerse.
Well, they already blew their load putting like everyone in this second movie.
Which is weird. Why would you do 17 monsters?
No.
Who said yes?
Why did they do a Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Also, who said yes?
Jim Carrey, man.
Who said yes?
He said yes.
Oh, he did.
Why did he say yes is the question. Money?
Got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Who's Sonic?
I don't even know who's voicing Sonic. They made him an alien, apparently.
That is...
He's never been an alien, right?
That's worse than the game itself.
He's never been an alien, right?
No, he's just a hedgehog. He's just a dude.
Yeah, because I swear I heard him say in the trailer when he's in the car, when he does the little spin thing to knock over the semi, he's like, I have to protect your planet before it's destroyed. So what planet is he from? A hedgehog planet?
Hedgehog
Howard the Duck?
Apparently Howard the Duck's in the final fight.
He's in the final fight?
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. You know, people don't give that guy credit, but he was actually pretty viable in the Civil War. Like, he was doing all the other side missions that the big guys couldn't do. Like, that was him.
Okay.
Like, he stood up to like a lot of people. Like, Wolverine's got his respect.
That's crazy.
You know you're worth something when Logan looks at you and it's like...
Yeah, man. Like, that guy's got... I like that guy's cut. Cut of that guy's juke.
Yeah, dude, no, if you ever look at a lot of the drawings of him, he's always angry and, like, he's got, like he's what that little man complex is, like, turned up to, like, an 11.
Wow.
So, like, once he gets mad, like, apparently he gets, like, super quick and, like, just
Berserker rage style.
Yeah. And I think that's how I think Logan actually saw him, was, like,
Hey, I know that.
I got one of those.
I know that.
Oh, because he's also little, too.
Yeah, I got... Ooh, hey, what's up, man? Fuck, man. We just met. I know your whole life story.
Yeah, so
I feel it.
I think it was great that they had Howard the Duck in the MCU.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, but that whole fucking end battle though, like everyone who's ever been in a Marvel movie ever. And then like that little quick glimpse of Drax just doing his little stabs that he loves to do.
Stabs him in the back. Those silverback gorilla looking guys are cool too.
Which one?
The four-armed monster creatures that jumped out of the machines. They look like silverback gorillas.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
You know what's something I didn't like? I mean, I enjoyed it, but I still thought was like making Korg all comedy, like
Korg.
the Rock dude. That
Oh yeah. He was a ruthless murderer.
He was part of Team Hulk, man.
And World War Hulk, yeah.
He was part of Team Hulk.
And now he's just a fucking chump that gets bitched out on Fortnite.
He's like, that guy's on again.
What was he, douche whistle 42 or whatever?
Yeah. Fucking Thor. Dude, Dad bought Thor, man. That's gonna be the meme of 2019.
Dad bought Thor. Well, I'm off the face friends, so I don't even know that.
I haven't seen it either because I'm off it too, but I'm just thinking, there's no way it's not.
It's already something. Yeah. That's true. I don't know. I like when his mom was like, the future has not been kind to you.
Eat a salad.
Eat a salad, it's good for you. I don't know. I think it's a tragedy.
You know what I liked? I liked how well integrated, like, okay, I know there were depressing times for everyone, but like before they did the whole time travel shit, I liked like the kind of relationships everyone was making, like how, you see how well Gamora got along with War Machine?
Yeah.
Like
Nebula?
Nebula. How,
yeah.
How tight. I don't know why I said Gamora. Gosh. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, how tight group they were and how in sync they were as a team.
They were, because like when Nebula and Rocket land, Nebula walks up and when she sees like Ant-Man, and she tells Rhodey, she's like, hey Rhodey, watch
there's a random stranger sitting on the landing strip.
Yeah, like a random.
Yeah, totally.
Like she even calls him Rhodey, like they're acclimated.
Yeah, they're a team now. But I did like how they it's a bumpy ass road here, folks.
I know.
I did like how they the pizza. Man, I'm hungry.
I know, we're almost there actually.
Perfect. Cut to B-roll. We're recording for B-roll. Make sure you get underneath. You don't want to get underneath with it like that, one of those edges.
I don't think I have anything. I'm
Is that workman's comp video coming in right here?
Alright, make sure you keep your chin up.
not.
Just like the deads. Just like the deads. That's a good... No?
No, it's pretty heavy.
Like a hurt yourself, bro.
Oh, that's actually...
That is actually pretty heavy, huh? All right.
Straps.